Thank you, Master, for
Thank you.
giving me the chance.
Thank you.
And I don't really have a question, but I would like your permission to say something. Please forgive me if I say something wrong.
Okay.
Thank you for your unconditional love that you are offering all of us. And I don't know, like, where I am. Like, I'm here, but I don't know where I am, actually.
Yes.
My mom keeps on telling me that you have to face him, and my mind is like, you don't need this. You don't need to go in front of him. You're already there. He's saying that all the time. You have to believe his words and know for what he is saying. But there's something that keeps on persisting still. I can see it that, you are here. And you cannot see it, no matter how hard you try. You are the object itself. You cannot find the real with the lie of your person. Even if you try, no matter how hard you try, it's like you're not going to get it. I don't know. I would like to have your help with this.
Yes. Sometimes people believe, some people believe, first you must clean up everything. Clean up everything. When you are super clean, squeaky clean, then you might get it. Okay? Might. When you're going to be clean enough? Maybe like many people, you see someone come, these musicians come, brilliant. They play. You say, wow, if only I could learn to do that. One phrase, I'll be content. And you study. And then when you is good, you're not going to be content. You go, after there was and you're not going to be content. It's going to go on, and you will always have more and more to do like that. And that's fine also, because even in this, there's a growth, there's an expansion, all of this. But you will not be satisfied with that. You see? Because something underneath is saying, yeah, but that's just another thing. It's just another thing. I don't want to be another thing. Who am I now? Who recognizes, but that's just another practice. That's just another thing. That's just another thought. What is seeing, that's another thing. Well, if what is seeing it is feeling frustrated by it, that itself is another thought too. The thinker of all these things, who suffer from his own thought projections and so on, he is himself also a thought. But whose thought? And what weakness is this one? So don't go upstairs or as you go, no, it's too much. No, just hear that. And naturally, the fact goes before even the discovery, because the fact says that is witnessed. It is seen that even my attempt to become more spiritual is known in me. Something, what is that? That which is aware of the desire to become more clean. What state is that in? That is beginning now of what I would call the shortcut to seeing. Either you try and make your progress out here, or you come to understand where you're looking from. And I already quoted a few times St. Francis' statement, what you are looking for is already where you're looking from. But some people go, wow, that sounds really cool, but they've not got it. You must contemplate that, what it means, what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is my real self. He says what you're looking for is already where you're looking from. I'm looking from my real self. But it can't be true because I'm all mixed up. Well, that mixed upness is being watched from your true self also. Yes, but I am mixed up. Then this which is saying I am mixed up is also seen in your true self. But our culture of thinking makes us not accept that. He says, no, there's still something missing. A number of times people said, yeah, just something is missing. I said, what? I said, I don't know. Well, something is missing. Well, there's just a kind of feeling. Then why isn't it just a sort of feeling? That which is there, that makes it possible to have the sensation that something is missing, look to that itself. Is it missing? And this inward turning introspection, few do it. Because we usually get our answers from out there or from up here. But here, a place beyond questions and answers, few look. Sometimes we are more attached to the research and the search for freedom than for freedom itself. We're in love with the journey, but we avoid the destination. We are starting at the destination. I wonder who catches this clue. But they catch the clue without feeling. Just you see it somehow, and all your anxieties, they melt in this beautiful understanding. But you don't become just a lazy person. I've come to the end of the universe. What is there to do? I've arrived at God's hammock. No, it is not like that. Only if you were the doer. You are not the doer. Some activity will continue. But in front of that which is unmoving at the same time. And yet in both perspective, you're the same. This is important. You say, still there's something there. Say a little bit more. No.
I've been following your pointing to stay here.
Yes.
All the time. Whenever this goes on, like something is left, I try to be here more.
Well, to look from here, also look from here, because here is not going. It has no hands. This looking does not need to turn its head to look. It has no head. It's not in one direction more than another. I try to follow the pointing. When something comes here, I stay here. As you recognize that here, at a certain point, is not even a choice, then you are free. In the beginning, you have to bring your attention back because the attention goes out, and the attention is perhaps your most important tool, because whatever it touches, it is being registered. That's my experience. And the attention keeps reporting, the mind and attention, about out there. And then something invites the attention to go back to your source. If the attention is turned to the source and keep going to the source, looking. How long can you keep looking at the source for? A foolish man is trying to find the sun with a candle. And he's given the opportunity to fly up, go in a direction. How long will his candle or himself stay apart from the sun? It's coming to the sun. Can he land on the sun and go, ha ha? No, it's burnt up. As the attention turns to the source, it merges there. When it turns out, it proliferates with more and more reports. It turns to the source, it merges there. Is it a death? It is not the death in the way that the mind feels. It may be a death to doubts and to fear and to anxiety and suffering and the sense of separation. A death you will very most likely enjoy. Who is the I? Where is the place of the I who goes there and comes here? It is given tremendous credibility. This I. You know, when I go here, then I see my mind is like this. But when I go here, then I find, yes, I like being here. But sometimes my mind comes and I'm back out again. This I is given greater reality than the self, the source from which it arises. Who noticed that? And that is the cause of the sense of separation, the inconsistency, the need for sadhana. All of these things come because of the virility of the belief that I am the I, the tourist I, that goes towards the mind, get battered and bruised and go back towards the heart, get replenished and happy, go back up to the mind. What watches this trafficking, you see? Is that a tourist? You see, with these simple questions, you should all have got it already. Please explain why you appear not to have gotten it. I would like to know. Something keeps going out. What is that goes out? And you say, it's I. You know, just somehow I've lost it. You know, I was in Amuji, it was so great. I was living, everything was so beautiful. I was walking through the Red Sea, everything is parting, and so wonderful, so great. And then what? My mind came back. My ex came back. And I invited him in for the night. I said, only one night, okay? Mind is like this. Past and future. I saw one woman in my town, she was in the park. She was sitting on a bench in the park with two men, one here and one here, okay? A person, I'm not going to say her name. I say, hey, how you doing? I'm fine. I said, oh, hi guys, how you doing? She says, oh, this is my ex-husband. This is my next husband. I didn't know what to say. I just said, mind, ex and next. And you are who? Usually the one talking and, yes, I do this. And this is just the habits of identity. There's a strong feeling, yes, I'm pulled this way, and sometimes I go this way. And understandable, not a blame, but an invitation comes. Is there not a third factor you can call that is aware of the going out and the coming in? Where is the location of that which is aware of out and in simultaneously? Who is there that perceive? You have too much help. You have too much help. Before people are asking, it's too difficult, all this spirituality, I never get nothing out of it. So now abundant pointing is fine. Just any one pointing that you find, take this pointing, it will not be disappointing. Just you don't have to follow a whole book, and it will show you same thing. All our fingers pointing to you. But there is another sense and an energy that we're seemingly much more familiar with, and something keeps believing, yes, but there is this feeling that it's not complete. Okay, it's not complete, but at least start something. If you only could make 2%, if I only believe 2%, then be 100% in your 2%. That's my kind of mathematics. I never did good at school with that. What happened when you say your thoughts are here and you go here? What happened? Why does that not work?
There is a confusion that maybe the thought should not exist. You keep on saying that it's not mind or no mind in a way, because both are seen.
Yes, the thing is both are seen, but something still feel it is being molested by the thought. That which is molested by the thought is what? You must really look. Don't just give answers, really look. Because when you really look with your mind and heart, you will see with your heart and see. There's a thought that, or a feeling that these thoughts should not come. They should not be there. If you had to go through a busy marketplace, okay, and you had to get to the end of the road in 1 minute, and the road is 200 meters long, do you require that all the people in the market leave? Would you not go there? You would go there. Supposing you meet a friend just at the bus station. They're leaving. You haven't seen them for 12 years. You were best friends before. But they're leaving on the bus in 20 minutes. There's only time for a coffee. And you go and sit in a cafe and it's full of football supporters. Arsenal and Manchester United. They're watching a match. but you need only 10 minutes intimately with your friend to talk. Can you have 10 intimate moments with your friend in that environment?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like you're talking to myself. Whenever you talk and I listen, it's like you're talking to myself.
Yeah.
Whatever example you give, it's like going on in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, okay, when I'm in the restaurant and stuff, this is the example that I always give to my mom.
Yeah.
And it's strange that you are saying it like right to me. Like, see, you are saying these things to your people, and now you yourself are not standing true to it.
The idea that I'm fine when the thought goes, you sentence yourself. You see? Once a man called me from France. I said, hello. I said, hello. Is this Muji? Yes. Who is this? Patrick? Français? Okay. He says, I am at, I said, how are you? He says, I'm not really. I'm not fine. I'm at work. It's been a full day. My mind is, it's too much. But in half an hour, I'll be home. Have a nice shower and sit in my meditation room. I'll be fine then. I said, no. On the phone. Okay? No. You're fine now. Don't buy this idea. When I go home, when I have a nice shower, put on some sandalwood, I'll be fine. That's a setup. And immediately he says, thank you, Muji. Thank you. I see it. Thank you. And he saw it. We are making little concessions and little, like this, and just habit. But his satsang has prepared his mind so well that he could catch a reminder. He says, yes, thank you. He didn't argue. He just says, thank you, you see. I'm doing it again. That I'm believing that, yes, I'll be okay when. When and then. But here and now, not possible. Who told you? The same thing, sometimes when I turn my attention, I go back and I see I am myself. So that means that when you see you're yourself, that is when you are yourself. We can discuss it. You can say, actually, even my common sense, my spiritual common sense tell me it's not about how I feel. And instantly something goes, yes, I'm waiting for an awakening feeling. You see? I'm waiting for that awakening feeling. And then I say, yes, I'm there. But awakening is not a feeling. Then you're reminded, thank you. Yeah. I'm waiting for myself to say, hi. No, it doesn't need to say hi. To whom is it saying hi? So these little things, they begin to just expose themselves and just pop and disappear. Just because you are confirming, but to whom are they happening to? They're happening to the idea I have of who I am and who I think I should be and how I think I should be in these circumstances. Lots of shoulds. And if they don't match up, you say, when is it going to happen? I say, you're a joker. You're a joker. Because when is what going to happen? When you give up that idea. And it can take a while to just, okay. We make the mistake many times, this thing. Don't be hard on yourself. But sometimes you have to be hard. Sometimes you have to be strict. And then you've crossed over. You're fine. It is a period when You must fight for yourself. You see? Just by sitting and focusing something and watching your mind a bit and see, where am I looking at my mind from? Is there anything to work out there? And is it that the fact that the mind is here means that I have to deal with it? And how to deal with it, and who is dealing with it? These questions, the inquiry, when you practice, becomes more skilled, more refined, and it becomes a joy, not a task. Maybe in the beginning it's a task. Maybe in the beginning, no. Maybe in the beginning it's a great discovery. You're discovering that you can observe, and that has a power to it. It cleans something. But as your observing exercises become more mature and deep, all kinds of spring cleaning are going on. But don't turn it into a ritual. Just keep using it to check not what you're seeing, because what you're seeing can continue appearing for as long as you're interested to keep seeing things. You follow? But as soon as you check in to say, but all of this is moving, what knows this? What watches? You find, you didn't travel here. You simply remove a delusion and find, but I am here. When people start listening deeply, teachings will be few and books will be small. But because we love the theater of learning, studying, we love all of that, and we're meant to love it. Does it give you yourself back? You will find, in a way, you can say yes. You win yourself back. Because you dreamt you lost it. You imagine you had separated from yourself. And experientially, that's what happens. And all of this is about experience. We give ourselves, we love to give ourselves a lot of time. But here in satsang, I tell you, you don't have any time. Today, this morning, I was talking at the house, and I say like this, you know, if you have things to do, sometimes you are in your house, it gets a bit cluttered, your mind's a bit cluttered, things a bit... I would say, I give you 1 minute to clean up yourself. 1 minute. Give you 1 minute to do all of this. Before you can stop and survey what really needs to be done, actually. How would I like to see it? Okay? Because something is saying, yeah, you need a whole weekend, and then you think, oh no, I can't spend a whole weekend, I want to go and enjoy. Okay? But if you came and someone said, you know, you got 1 minute, 1 minute, hit the clock. 1 minute you have. A Muji minute. 1 minute. Do everything you can do 1 minute. And then after this, you stop. See how you feel. Feel really good. Then you can have 4 more minutes to just tidy up your tidying up and see how you feel. We have too much time. When you have too much time, the mind comes and suggests lots of things that don't need to happen. So in 1 minute, you can do. Then I say, in 3 seconds, drop all that you're picking up in your head. 3, 2, 1, fish, jump. You can do it. In fact, you don't need 3 seconds. It's too long. Practice. Empty yourself like this. Okay? Don't put things away for a minute. Here. Out there, okay. Here, no. Drop it. Like if you're in meditation sometimes, or you're supposed to be in meditation, but you're walking down some beach. And you look, but you're walking down some beach, picking up pebbles. And then after 10 minutes, you have walked in a beach in your mind, 1 mile. And then the bell of meditation goes, ding. And suddenly you're here. Did you have to walk 1 mile back? No. Instantly you're here. In this way I'm talking, instantly drop all this thing. And stay empty and see. Get used to feeling empty. It's the delicious state. Empty mind is much more efficient, actually. Wise, loving, open, kind, fearless than the thinking mind, the notebook mind. Drop it. Stay fresh. Don't believe so much in your thoughts.
I have immense trust in you, and I want to, you take my eye and don't return it back. Because it's causing a lot of trouble. This eye keeps on coming. It's like, okay, even when there is a knowing that mind is not me, thoughts are not me, feelings are not me, sensations are not me. But this eye pops in and
it causes a lot of trouble to who?
It's restlessness, frustration, anger.
It causes a lot
even.
of trouble to who? This is my kind of question, you see. Just, will the victim stand in the witness box, please? The eye is causing a lot of trouble to who? Come stand in and I'll give you some compensation. Come. Who?
It cannot be presented like that. But
Okay.
It keeps on appearing and then vanishing and appearing and vanishing.
And what notice is that?
There's just noticing. No one behind somewhere to notice that.
So something is being molested, but it's actually nobody.
Yeah. But the trouble keeps on persisting. Is it going to go on for long? That is
But
my
for
question.
whom? It persists as long as the ghost who is being troubled persists. It's not just, it is a trick actually. You say it's not just a trick, it is a kind of trick. You say, but it keeps on persisting and a habit is formed, and I'm telling you where the habit is. The habit is formed because the sense of consciousness gets projected into a self-portrait of itself as a person, which is the idea that it is the body, it is the place the body was placed, and the condition that arose for the body-mind. And that sense of the person, which is a consciousness in drag, not a very nice way of putting it, but consciousness in its role as a person is believing, all these things is happening to me, and and in this role it must use its inherent power of discernment and contemplation and what I'm speaking to check out whether what it is believing is true. And who or what is it actually? Many of you have been to university. You're much smarter than me. I'm just pointing and telling you, this is a simple thing I'm pointing. What is in the way? Because it's not merely a belief system. It's an exercise of looking that bears immediate fruit if you do it. There's this thing, okay, the mind is causing me a lot of trouble, and it's just, you saw not long ago, one woman, I think she may have come back from Dehradun, how much she came. I hear she was troubled. I got to speak to somebody, please. My mind is killing me. Please, who can I speak to? Go up. Come and she talk here. She was saying, please, you got to help me, my mind. She came and we talked a little bit. And then what happened? Immediately she laughed. You remember her or not? Yes. She said, it's not me. This simple mistake, how much trouble it caused. Some people, they want to, want to jump off a bridge, jump in front of trains because of these things. And I'm showing you the same thing. All this thing is going because you think you have to work that out. And I'm showing you where you actually are. But you're living in the idea you have of who you are. And the idea you have of who you are is suffering from its own traumas. Watched from the deeper place, inside the same body, in a way. There's a space in you that simply observes your true place, in fact, that then begin to see this life and this person and its projections as a kind of dream. It's just believed into existence and it's kind of made up. It's a habit like this. You begin to see, and the effect takes place right now. If I said to you, keep doing this exercise and then, come back to me in sort of September, I'll examine you. No, I can say, do this exercise, come back later this evening or tomorrow, tell me what you have found. Now that is revolutionary. That is exciting. Because right now you can see. Why I say like this? Because the thing you are finding is already here. If I was asking you to go and develop it and so on, you may not presently have the skill. You may have to do another workshop to develop the skill. You don't need any skill to find yourself. Just right guidance and an open and receptive mind to follow this guidance also. And all the grace that is already here, the grace that brought you here also. You're watching the mind. What is this? Mind watching and mind identifying. Is your identifying, it's too much, oh, I see people out, I see it, and it touches me deeply. I feel, I want to help you, but are you helpable? Because sometimes you lock everything out. No. I see people sometimes jumping around like monkeys, and your mind. And the belief in that, based upon a deeper sense, I am this construct, the body, which is innocent. I love having the body. The senses are good. Thank you for the senses. Thank you for the body and all of this. But to say, I am this. Thank you for the instrument. Thank you for my computer. I can do all my things. But I am not my computer. I looked at the baby Parmat, no? He's there. Yesterday he was lying there, no? His mom says, yeah, he's discovering his hand. And he's fascinating with the hand. Okay? One time you same thing. You didn't know your name is John. You didn't know you have a body. You know? Huh? You didn't think it was you then. You saw something and the intention, I want to get it, but you didn't know how to use this machine. Okay? You didn't think it was you then. And some children, they are speaking like that. I spoke about my nephew. His mother called him Shannon, little boy. Come and eat your dinner. He answered, Shannon is not hungry. He hadn't connected the I with Shannon. I is something very different. I is holy then. But later, yeah, this is me. Yeah? When you got used to the machine. And still this me, and still this, whatever programming happened, we are embracing this is me like a fact, not as fiction. We are reading and experiencing the fiction of ourselves and missing the fact of who we are. And a simple thing that is being pointed out, look, only look from here. From the place, do not combine the sense, the intuition, the feeling I am, don't combine it with any other concept. Stay. Observe that there's a functioning of perception and there's witnessing of this functioning, but that which witnesses it is not the doing anything. It's not even involved. It is already complete in itself, and yet that which appears could not do so without it. It is the cause of all appearances, the perceiver and sustainer of all of them. But it does not have to go and do something. It simply wills it into being. You may say like that. Then sometimes even in Montesaja, I want to make some little huts, and I'll send you to your hut, little thing, just a little bed, and say, I don't want to see you for 3 days. Contemplate what I've told you, and come out when we call you to come out, and tell me what you have seen. You see? And it should be a joy. First day, restless mind. But you can't go out. Nobody will talk to you. I'll take your phone away. Your iPhone, no iPhone, my phone. You go inside, you stay in there and face yourself. And then we see gradually you have to put your attention there and then here. And then you'll come to all these doubts, all these things, they will vanish from you. It's just a falling in love. It's not so much about teaching. No. I said, all of this satsang, what is the purpose? I say sometimes, I'm only trying to find your G-spot. Your God spot, I'm talking about. Something gets... Why are you laughing over there? And just like this, then you feel, Then you don't have to work. As soon as you're aroused in your being, and then somehow you're immediately compatible, you're a true candidate for this. You will love it. You will love what you feel, not struggle. Mind is struggling. I don't get it. But that which I'm pointing, you'll come to see, Muji, it is so simple. It's so simple. So simple. My mind made it look so difficult. Am I getting through? You see, when you talk, I have to use it for now and spread it out to see as much as can be fed by the answer, because you are not yet ready to go through. When you are ready, I will only see you.
I just want to offer all of me to you and do whatever you will. Because I don't understand it, but you do, so you're the right person to guide me, to show me. So I just want to completely surrender, even the surrender if I can, at your feet.
But you should already be surrendered to stand there putting question. You must surrender means to be open enough to follow. what you are hearing. You see, very often people ask questions, but they're still defending a position. It's completely useless. Even God cannot get through.
Too much reading, too much knowledge, too much concepts, too much. I just want
It's
to
true.
let it all at your feet, because this knowledge is itself stopping me from
Yes.
experiencing this.
Yes, it cannot do it entirely, but it can contribute a confusing
I just
kind
want
of
you
vibration.
to take away all my knowledge. Just leave me empty. Just make me fool if that is needed. Make me a crazy person if that is needed. Because this knowledge, all this knowledge, this intellectual, that I have to do it, I have to see it, I have to understand it once and for all, and then only I will be able to be myself, which is not true. Intellectually, I know that I am myself. It's crazy to ask someone that, let me be myself. It's so crazy, like, I'm not myself. It's crazy to sound even, but there's too much knowledge here that stops it. It's all the great masters have came and they have talked.
You
Everything
think,
is there.
yes, you think it is knowledge. Right now, it's a pile of shit, basically. Sorry.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because if all this stuff on top of your head, I mean, there's nothing to be proud about. You say it's smelly because you cannot make use of it. It's even seemingly getting in the, you try to look at yourself and say, knowledge. Turn away, knowledge. Knowledge. And I say not necessarily, because even here, you sought knowledge in this way because you wanted to be free for something, and you felt that the way to do is to know and to study as much as possible. And it has contributed, you see? But something started to depend on the concept of it. And then it became too noisy for you. It's like if you have to go 100 steps to the top of the building, each step is helping you to get nearer, but you don't have to carry the steps with you as you go. And at the top you got all this pile of stuff. No, you use it and you leave it right there. It won't tell you. The first step is tell you go to the second step. The second step go to the third. Okay? So you don't have to carry the first and the second one. You just keep going. And all the time you're empty. You have to be empty.
When you say about being empty, is it like completely empty, and you can see the mind from that place, and like you are completely
Why talk
inside
about
the
it? Why
emptiness?
don't be it?
Show me how to be it.
I am doing. Because, it's like seeing a big fat book on silence. So you cannot talk about silence, yes, no, but the thing with silence is that, you have to look like this, but, I disagree. Where's the silence? So you say you want to do, then right now, I tell you, leave everything aside, okay? Something may come and say, but I can't really, how can I leave it aside? Huh? You can, because you simply withdraw your attention from that. Say, okay, fine. If 50 people were around you and they all want to hug you, okay? And I say to you, don't hug anybody. It's possible, 50 people hugging you, and they put your hand around you, but you're not hugging nothing, because the hugging is in here. In the same way, if I say leave these things, yeah, it doesn't matter if they're still structurally there. You have left them, meaning that I am not associating with them now. So you leave all these things that you think you've read and even what you want to do now. I want to be empty. You leave even this need, this desire to be empty. You follow? You have to do it though now. Okay? Drop all this stuff. And don't pick up anything new. So you can hear my voice, but you're not picking it up. It is simply speaking into your emptiness. Don't pick anything up. Okay? And don't be waiting like, okay, now what? So whatever is kind of now what, also don't leave. So you're totally empty of intention. And you're not waiting for what will be the next sensation. You have to be like that. No. Anything left there? No. And be like this. Mind, some thoughts may come and just say, okay, yeah, it's a bit boring or something. You are not to touch them at all. Don't listen to anything that's coming from your mind. He's not your friend. Not yet. So no summarizations, no conclusions about nothing. Empty, empty, empty. Bring everything out. You notice I've not said suppress your senses. The senses are there. They're not in trouble. Not give you a special way to stand or to sit like that. Just don't associate with anything. Even the sense I. Don't hold. And even the sense that, oh yes, okay, I've done it. Even this one, no, don't touch this one.
Thank you.
So any kind of idea about what kind of person you are, nothing at all is there, empty, empty. Not waiting. And you can move around like this, have your lunch like this. If something says, what would you like for, do you want the rice or chapati? Something might say, chapati. But you don't know who said that. You're not invested in anything for a moment. Just enjoy and be there in your emptiness. Have a break from enlightenment obsession. Okay? I'm having time off. I'm not seeking anymore at the moment. Just be empty. Be empty beyond the concept of being empty. If you want to go and sit somewhere and simply sit inside that, that would be perhaps the best thing you can do. Don't pick up any thought or any intention or any self-assessment or identity. And I'm going to come looking for you, but I won't tell you when. And when I see you, I don't want to see any mark of any history in you. Because when you're empty, there's no time in your face. There's no time. There's no worry. There's no concern. There's no identity. When you see a human being like that, then you're looking into the face of God. Everybody else, their face is some kind of book full with some kind of thought about the past and some worry, some arrogance, some I. But you erase nothing from you today. Okay?
You're the best. I love you.
What you say?
You are the best. I love you.
I'm going to look you up. Thank you. Very good. Very good.